I'm probably the slowest abiding pupil that ever existed. It took me quite a while to really grasp it. I had gone through a Spiritual Leadership Institute, and actually Rich had been assigned as my discipler. Rich would say, well, what's God saying to you? And I said, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm stuck on this word abide. I was at it for a good 3 months or more. I've kind of lost track of how long, but it seemed like an infinite amount of time. As I was camped on it, and I was getting very frustrated. And in the midst of it, I was praying and saying, God, I'm just not getting this. And I remember distinctly the sense that God was saying, oh, you're trying to get something that you have to receive. And it was kind of a watershed moment. And at that moment, it suddenly occurred to me that abiding was nothing on my part. It was all on His part. And all I had to do was to really just stay connected. And so I started listening and learning about how to hear His voice. Many of us try to be the vine dresser. We want to call the shots. We want to make our decisions. And as a CEO, that's a natural tendency. I'm used to being in a position of authority and making decisions. And we're in the technology industry, and there's been a tremendous amount of change, radical change. So my question was, what are we supposed to do? And so we had a strategy session coming up that we had to present to our board. And I prayed probably for 6 months, and I kept praying and asking for wisdom and saying, here's what I see, Lord, dialoguing with God through my journal. And I said, Father, I really need an answer because I'm coming up on our board meeting and they're going to ask me, what are we going to do? How are we going to deal with this strategically? As God always does, at just the right time, He revealed it to me. And He said it to me in such a simple way. And He says, embrace the technology and focus on the relationships. I walked in and said to our president, I said, I believe I have the answer. And I shared it with him. He looked at me and says, that's it. It was that simple. And you'd think that, I'd get a treatise or a 25-page dissertation, but God always knows exactly what you need and exactly when you need it. And I actually found something really neat, and that is that it's a whole lot easier to let God do it. First of all, He has all the answers. And second of all, it takes all the pressure off of me. And so I've really learned to release decisions, even really big decisions. My role as a branch is really nothing more than just staying connected. And the fruit is a result of being connected to the vine and what the vine dresser wants to accomplish through me.